a story about the cost of being an idiot. So not on this platform, but on another platform, Blue Sky, which I'm also on, which is Chet Felsek. If you want an invite, I have one currently. Someone was asking about, like, when you call people out, like, isn't it problematic, right? So, like, I was calling John Carmack out for being he's an insensitive, gross human. So I'll just leave it at that. But they were just asking about, like, what's that like when you run into these people? Because if they're people in the industry, yeah, it's awkward. It's awkward conversations. I love awkward conversations, though. Like, I'm always like, where's this going to go? Who knows? So the story is, once I was at an event drinking the organization who I called out president, whatever role it is at the top of this one, and I was at their party drinking their booze because I'm shameless. And some senior executive came up to me and he's first like, oh, hey, that's. I'm like, yeah, I like booze. And then he's just like, hey, can you tone it down? We're pushing him out, but just it's not public yet. It's gonna take a little bit of time. I'm like, all right. So that was a good awkward conversation. Like, hey, all right, I like that one, but like they're just like, hey, yeah, give us some breathing room. But other times, like, I think people expect me to be like, hey, that thing you said, now that we're having a beer. And I'm like, no, I only say the things that I believe. Like in John Carmack's case, he's doing this classic thing of, if it doesn't affect me, then it doesn't affect anybody. And he is a super rich, middle-aged white dude. Nothing affects us. Trust me. Nothing. Trump president doesn't affect me. Anybody a president. Like, this doesn't affect me. I'm fine. Right? But so the thing is, you should be sensitive to understand that there's other people being affected. And when other people are being hateful or when they're targeting other groups, you should stand up for that. That's called being inclusive, right? Like, you want to make sure that, hey, don't be transphobic. It takes nothing out of you to be supportive, right? At least in the don't be negative way. So when somebody like him chooses to have a tenure and really express some negativity, I'm going to call him out. Is there any value in that? I mean, sometimes, right? And then sometimes, yeah, I don't know, I probably should shut up. So I kind of hate that part of me in some ways because I can't stop it. Like, when people are comparing salaries or whatever and where you work and like, oh my God, you hear this person? I'm like, that has never bothered me. I'm like, am I happy? Is this a fair value for what I'm being paid? Yes, I am really good about that. But there's something about this other side. It is my kryptonite. But so with that kryptonite, you occasionally get in these awkward conversations. And if you aren't up for those awkward conversations, don't speak out. That's a horrible thing to say. It's hard. If more people spoke out, it wouldn't be such an odd thing to stand out speaking out. But equally, try to be respectful or funny. I try to be funny. I don't know. I really don't know. It is a thing. I wish I could be more selective sometimes. But sometimes I can't be. Because it is talking about a thing that I think about a lot. And it drives me nuts. And that thing about the unknowingly middle-aged white privilege and literally saying, why are you ruining things for me by supporting other people is literally what John was saying, right? He's just like, why are you making Twitter worse by leaving? And that's making it worse for me. And that's what's important to me, not people standing up to Elon Musk and his white nationalism and transphobia. Right, and that's a horrible position to take, John. It is. It will always be a horrible position to take. So I guess I'm calling you out again on this on TikTok. Hey, you probably don't follow TikTok. I don't care. I don't know, man. I don't know. At this age, I'm not quietly going into the grave. I am screaming my way in there for good or for bad. Yeah.